What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How are you doing today? I am your host, that autistic, optimistic reactor, the Lionheart, here to react. It's been a very long time since I've done some of these, so I think I'm finally going to try to get back into rhythm if I can. But we're here to watch another episode of Death Battle! Where you've got the android known as Cell versus Metal Sonic. Now, this is an interesting fight, but if record shows from what's happened in the past, a lot of Dragon Ball Z characters tend to get hoed by Sonic characters. We've seen it with Trunks, we've seen it with Vegeta. So who's to say that's not going to happen the same with Cell? So I want Cell to win this, but I feel like it's just going to go to Metal Sonic. And I'm not looking at the statistics. I'm not looking at any of the information. I'm just going to watch the fight straight on. And I found out that the animation for this fight was made by the Devil Artemis himself, who has done a lot of the Cell versus etc. battles, because he fights anybody. It could be demon hunters, it could be content creators, it could be anybody from anime, from cartoons, whatever, with Kermit the Frog by his side. But still, the artist who does Devil Artemis on the YouTube channel for those very great visuals is going to be doing the fight, which he has done this before he's done other videos for Death Battle in this visual perspective. So to see Cell versus Metal Sonic in this way, it's going to look freaking amazing and epic, and I cannot wait. So let's do it. Oh, I was going to scream this, but you know what? I'll wait when they do the thing right there. But we're going to start this thing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. All right.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the
data
for all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle! Let's go, Oh, damn, we not playing.
Salutations, Doctor.
Yeah!
Your reputation precedes you. Bring me your strongest fighter, or face...
Yeah, I feel like Metal Sonic is gonna win this, but if Cell wins, I'll be happy. Oh! Okay. I'm already loving how this is... Oh, shit! Multi-form. That's Tien Shinhan's ability. Whoa! Metal Sonic with the shield. Special Beam Cannon! Oh, he's going in with the straight rushing.
Tell me, does a machine like yourself ever experience fear?
Oh my god, is he quoting Vegeta? Why are you quoting my man's now? Oh, shit. Was that a big bang attack he just threw at him? Whoa! Okay. Yeah, that force field of his. Jesus, this dude's throwing the equivalence of a Death Star at him, man. Wow. Oh my god, that looks so good. No. Fuck, no. Fuck, he's gonna copy his abilities. Shit. Regeneration. The question is, can Metal Sonic adapt to the same ability as Cell? No! Super Metal Sonic now. This is not good, man. With the K. Oh shit! Mini cells, and he has. Damn it! Oh my god, that planet cannot handle all this craziness between two androids. Tri-beam! Ha! This motherfucker just pulled a Tien Shinhan on him. Oh, he brought him to the Cell games. Okay. Super Saiyan 2 Cell. Kame. Kameha! Come on, come on! Metal Sonic is somehow gonna win. I can tell Metal Sonic's gonna win. I fucking called that shit! Oh. Oh my god, close range. I fucking called it. I fucking called it that Dragon Ball Z character was gonna get hoed by a Sonic character. God damn it. Yeah, he's gonna crush it. God damn it! I knew Metal Sonic was gonna win, but fuck!
Now Metal's got all the powers of the Chaos Emeralds and the Z Fighters? Well, that world's fucked. Our bad. Cell may have been one of the greatest threats in Dragon Ball Z.
I had a feeling Metal Sonic was gonna win due to certain abilities that he had from what I remember in the video game.
Strength, speed, abilities, and adaptation. First up, who was the strongest? Well, it's no surprise that any version of Cell was gonna be way more powerful than Base Metal or Neo. Even just using the manga, blowing up a solar system is far beyond the level of power output Metal can match. Without his strong
Wow, did they really have animation like that for Metal Sonic? Oh, sorry, for Sonic the Hedgehog like that.
Or scaling from Frieza, but he could surpass it with the universe-destroying power of the Emeralds. But hang on, Wiz. Those Namekians said that Cell was strong enough to threaten a universe on his own. They did, but they didn't specify how, and there's nothing suggesting he could destroy it in one go. Especially since it's only brought up theoretically and without any time frame. Even being generous and assuming he could just blow it up, final bosses like Time Eater and Solaris can destroy the wider multiverse. And Super Neo Metal.
Oh, we're going way old school on the resources with video game. Like I said, I haven't played those games in a while, so I forgot about that.
Max speed in his super form, he should be comparable to entities like the Time Eater, who in Shadow Generations can destroy entire universes in seconds. By using the radius of the observable universe, we can estimate the Time Eater's destructive wave traveling about 180 quadrillion times faster.
Quadrillion, Jesus.
But let's compare that to Goku's flight from heaven to hell shortly after the Cell games.
And in base form too.
A universe in distance at approximately 180 quadrillion times faster than light. Just like Time
wow, that
Eater,
is
the difference,
super close. Super close.
Way slower than Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or Super Perfect Cell. Factoring in Super Saiyan multipliers, Super Perfect Cell can move upwards of 100 times faster.
Wow. So speed should go to Cell right away.
Cell takes the edge in speed. You know, the thing Metal was designed for. Wasn't expecting that. Let's see if any of their abilities could tip the scales. They shared many of the same powers, like telekinesis, force fields, and energy.
Yeah, but Metal Sonic has that certain ability that Cell does not have.
Able to fully heal from a single cluster of microscopic cells. On top of that, Cell's Saiyan genes would let him grow in power every time he almost died. And his Cell Juniors gave him the numbers advantage. And considering Super Neo Metal had a time limit, Cell would have a big advantage in a battle of attrition. But with chaos control, that became a lot tougher.
Yeah, exactly. That's the reason why.
Speed or stopping time. Something that countered Cell's speed advantage and left him open. And with Silver Psychokinesis, or the Emerald Spatial Distortion, Metal could seriously impair Cell's healing. So it helped that Cell could fall back on his martial arts abilities in a pinch. Despite effectively being a newborn, Cell's genetic instincts allowed him to best Earth's most
You know what?
skilled
Good
warriors
point.
back
He
to
did
back
adapt
to
fast. As a person who was born, he learned quickly. But he was genetically made that way by Dr. Giro, so of course his brain would be that smart to adapt as a fighter.
Beaten by all of them a bunch of times. So all that in mind, abilities is
Oh, okay. At least they gave him a tie for that.
They're both known for their capability to evolve and become more powerful in response to their opponents, aka their adaptation. And frankly, that's where
That's the part where I was talking about.
Because at the end of the day, Metal can copy Cell, but Cell can't absorb metal. Cell's ability
Right,
is
he can
physically
only
become
absorb
expanded
organic.
by
He
what
cannot
it's supposed
absorb
to match
inorganic.
or overpower.
That's why he never did
Took Metal by
16.
surprise. He can't absorb fully inorganic robots
See?
like
I
Android
called it.
16.
I mean,
Cell was only able to absorb Android 17 and 18
that's why
because
I
they
always,
were
when I watched
primarily
the
organic
anime,
and
that's why I
actually
knew he
more
never
like
absorbed
cyborgs.
16. He
They're
only
only
absorbs
called
organic
androids in the
beings to be
English
stronger.
translation. Metal, on the other hand, can copy a target's biodata through only a few seconds of direct eyesight.
And that
Something
is
you
the
could easily
scariest part
accomplish
about that
during your
ability.
time stop. And using
It
it on
doesn't matter if
Cell
you're
means he
organic or
wouldn't just get
inorganic. He
Cell's
can
powers, but the
adapt and
powers
change
of
and
all
learn
the Z
from that
Warriors, too.
ability.
Remember, Metal's copying applies to abilities that fundamentally affect his own biology, like Espio's invincibility or Chaos's liquid body. Nothing Cell has would be off limits, especially given all of Cell's powers were genetically encoded in the first place. Quite literally biodata. Cell's Saiyan power-ups?
Oh.
Cell's regeneration? Copied. Cell's key techniques? Believe it or not, copied. Chaos Emeralds are described as being able to produce life energy, similar to Ki. So there's a precedent for him being able to replicate Cell's power set. And at this point, there's nothing stopping Metal from, say, stopping time and using a Kamehameha to vaporize him at a cellular level.
Yeah.
Just like Gohan did. Cell might be able to do
He might
anything
have done things a lot faster than Gohan.
because Metal can do anything Cell knows how to do. Strange, isn't it? Cell just doesn't have any options to retaliate that Metal wouldn't also possess, including any of his previous advantages.
Shit.
Metal's copy ability is just that overpowered. Ah, just now I get why they called it Sonic CD. And why is that?
Why is CD?
Cell died.
Wow, that's so
Wiz,
lame.
you get it?
That was so
CD.
lame.
Wiz, where you go? Come on back. Next time.
All right, what's our next battle? What's our next battle? Oh, wait. Is that Rize? Holy shit, Rize versus Bakugo?
Subscribe and join us.
Oh my god.
Thanks for watching.
Ooh, hold up. Okay, you could tell in that fight, that's definitely going to be explosive. I know that sounded lame, but it's like that was the most I could think of. Yeah, you know what, guys? I said in the beginning, based on the facts that, you know, Dragon Ball Z characters tend to get hoed by Sonic characters, but given the statistical, what I knew about Metal Sonic, I was like, it was going to come close, but I think it's because of the time freezing and the way he can adapt skills from that. In my head, that was like, okay, that's why I thought Metal Sonic was going to win. I mean, shit, we've already seen Trunks lose, we see Vegeta lose to Shadow, and now you have Metal Sonic. I mean, literally, can there be one time that a Dragon Ball Z character wins against a motherfucking Sonic character? Can there be one character so we can say yes? Because Dragon Ball Z was my shit and it still is my anime. It is always going to be my #1 anime because it is what made me the guy that I am today. It is what made me become the creator. It has made me the person who loves and appreciates anime. So yeah, but like I said, it is what it is. I gotta accept the loss. You know, congrats to Metal Sonic. He did aggressively. I mean, given the way how things were looking and perking, I'm like, okay, you know what? I guess Cell's not going to be able to pull it off because, like, certain disadvantages. But again, it was a good fight. Visually, it was pleasing. Loved it. And I hope to see more and more from this artist who does, you know, the ones who did Devil Artemis. I'm hoping that they continue to do more death battle videos in that sense of quality. Don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with like the whole pixelated version of fights. I don't. But when you see it in that concept and that visual perspective, you can't help but just want to see more of that because that's what you live to see in such a beautiful artistic matter. So, and it's not AI. This is all freaking hard workers who work their asses off for this. But that was my episode of Death Battle. Thank you all so much for watching. If you could do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for the notifications so you don't miss content such as this. Otherwise, I got to bid you all adieu and say goodbye, good night, bang.